My name is Sue Samuels. I'm the Director of Bands here at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. I want to welcome you all to our 2012 Middle School Honor Bands concerts this afternoon. A couple of logistical things that we need to go over before we talk about the good stuff. Number one is if you have a cell phone on you, would you please turn it off? Please not in the vibrate position because that's still, as you know, everybody can still hear when your phone vibrates. So please turn it off completely silent. Along those same lines, if any of you are planning on tuning into some sporting event that's supposed to be happening this afternoon, I would recommend you don't do that during concert time. And if it's that important to you, I would recommend you go out to the lobby or outside because our attention is to be given to the wonderful young students and the music that they will be making up here on stage this afternoon. You should be able to get home by halftime of that, whatever that event is that's happening this afternoon. A couple other logistical things. You probably saw in the lobby as you entered that there are DVDs and CDs that will be available for sale by ProCat at this afternoon's concert, so I would encourage you to get those keepsake items for your students. And I'm sure there's something else. Oh, the most important thing is this. If your student is on stage performing in the first band, we would ask that you stay until the conclusion of the fourth band's performance. Part of the event and what makes this event so unique and so special is that all of the students have the opportunity to hear each other perform. And we have such a full audience and a wonderful audience for the first band on the stage. I would like for the audience to be just as full and just as wonderful for the last band that performs, since those students all work equally hard and they all deserve a fantastic audience. So you'll pay $10 to go see an average or a bad movie. This is a free afternoon of terrific music making for you, and we encourage you to stay and support all of those students' performances. All right, so with all that being said, we're going to get to the music making. The group that is seated on the stage here, we call it the White Band. Our colors at UAB are green, gold, and white. We just pick those colors just so that we can distinguish. The green, gold, and white bands are all three equal bands, so there is not a bottom band. They are three equal bands based on the auditions that the students completed on Thursday. These young men and women had the great privilege of working with a dear friend of mine, Miss Kristen Covington, who is a band director in Cobb County, Georgia, where she's taught for 22 years, and then she taught for a few more years before that. But when you see how young and vibrant she is, you won't know that she's been teaching for over 20 years. They had a great time with her and learned a lot. I'm going to hand the program over to her. So please welcome the White Band and their conductor, Miss Kristen Covington.
That selection was titled The Lost Tomb, and composer Sean O'Loughlin said it just reminded him of some wonderful books of fiction that he loves to read so very much. Our next selection is titled Snow Globe, and the composer Robert Sheldon describes this selection as something that reminds him of wistful, whimsical feelings that we have when we look into a snow globe. He hopes it also reminds everyone about warm feelings of family and friends during the holiday season. Snow Globe. All right, we're going to change up the style just a little bit. This next selection is titled Junkyard Jam, and as the title suggests, the percussion are going to be playing on some non-traditional percussion instruments. Matter of fact, there's some things we found just around the building here at UAB. There's some trash cans and some trash can lids and just a little bit of everything going on back there. So we hope you enjoy this next selection. While they're setting up for our final selection, I wanted to take a moment to thank Dr. Samuels and all the other conductors. This has been a wonderful weekend. It's always great when we can get together and just make music with such wonderful students. I love coming to Alabama and working with these guys. They're every year the most polite, genuine, sweet children. Enjoy that while they're in middle school, because that may change soon when they get in high school. They're just wonderful to work with, and I thank all of you for inviting me here. Our final selection is titled Structures, and it's actually inspired by some standing stone structures that are located in Scotland. Some of the kids said it reminded them of graves. So our final selection this afternoon is Structures.